Hello everyone. Welcome you all to meeting number 211 of Nitk Bhive Toastmasters. I'm Toastmaster Bopaya, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the club, Nitk Bhive Toastmasters, and I'm sure it was a wonderful evening for all of you. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we start, there are a few ground rules that we need to follow in the meeting. Please keep your cell phones on silent mode. I'll give you 5 seconds to do the same. Thank you. Please refrain from talking with each other and moving in and out of the room when any speaker is speaking. Please refrain from talking about politics, sex, and religion in your speeches, as these are very personal matters for every individual. However, in order to encourage the speaker, please always keep a smiling face. And we have a beautiful theme today, which is Unsung Heroes. I'm sure every one of us have experienced some heroic moment, either by ourselves or something that we have experienced from others. So today, let us see how many stories we have to share amongst ourselves. And with that, I would like to welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Ramdas, to declare the meeting open.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Bopaya. Warm welcome all of you to this wonderful meeting. We're meeting after 1 week break, that's okay. So much energy we have right now, gathered for 2 weeks, and with some of our members who have gained a lot of energy from after visiting our neighboring country, foreign country. Welcome. So it's my pleasure to open today's meeting number 211. Today's theme is unsung heroes. Who's a hero or who's a hero, male or female? We normally say hero what we see on cinema or movies, and we say, oh, hero Salman Khan, Khans, Amitabh Bachchan. According to their real heroes, have they done really something to change the world or support the world? Maybe or may not be. So real hero is someone, according to me, is someone who has gone beyond themselves. We normally have a boundary, me, my family, at best my relatives. Beyond that, some of us outside this room, I'm not talking about us, do not even look at outside that framework or maybe a wall. But there are some people who step out of this without thinking about their own gain. Because not everything is business in life. Not everything is transactional that I give so much, I get so much back. I need not tell these Rotarians who are here, who are giving their life to society for a bigger cause beyond they or their family. So for me, unsung heroes are someone who are going beyond themselves, who are exemplary in their actions, and it's worth emulating them. But many times, all of them may not be recognized. Not everybody gets Padma Shri or Padma Vibhushan award because of what they're doing. Some of them will be even not recognize that they're doing great work. But despite that, they go out and do. Because they're not doing for themselves. They're not doing for recognition. Take example of Toastmaster and Rotarian Rashmiji. Why should have to go all the way to reach out to some school, take the pain of contacting teachers there and putting efforts? What benefit she would be getting from doing this, it's not helping her family because she is passionate. She is something want to make a difference in society. She wants to see some change in society for better. Like this, we have millions of people who are unsung heroes, and this can be done at any age. I always thought that let me earn some money, and then when I have enough money, let me do something for outside my family. It's not necessary that I should do only after a certain age after having some money. An example of 34-year-old Giridhar Kulkarni, he is from Karnataka. He is an engineer by profession. He learned electronics and communication because he could not get through IFS, Indian Forest Service. He is so passionate about wildlife conservation. So being engineer, he is going to forests, meeting the local people there, and he has convinced the chief forest officer to publish the post-mortem report of the elephants who died in the forests to know whether it's a natural death or unnatural death. And they need to publish in their website so people can go and see, because a lot of people have the bad intention of killing some animals for their own personal gain. They don't care about what happened to ecosystem or these animals. So his small act, which is beyond himself, is helping to save elephants. Because if the government comes to know somebody is killed, then they could be punished. So like this, each one of us can do something beyond our call of duty or beyond our family, so that it will help the nature, help the society. And we all know Ralph C. Smedley started Toastmasters in way back 1924. Why should he start? It's not only for himself. He wanted to help the society. But he's recognized, he is well recognized, and whatever the legacy has left is a great contribution to the society. There are millions of Toastmasters, right, in 100 years. How many Toastmasters really going out of their way to help other members? So there may be leaders who take up the role of ExCom member or at the district level. Why should they take up the role? There are mentors who give their time to help the mentees to come up and become more confident. Why these mentors should put their efforts? Because they want to contribute to society in their own way. So all these Toastmasters who are going beyond the call of their duty to help someone and take up leadership role are, according to me, are unsung heroes. And as we know, Toastmasters meeting has 3 sections, and we're all Toastmasters. There's no need to dwell more on that. To help us take us through this meeting, we have a strong team we call tag team. So they help us to give feedback to us how we meet our time for a given speech and account and Marian. So let me invite the tag role takers to introduce their role. We invite Toastmaster Gopaya to introduce your timer role, please.
Toastmaster Ramesh. So I'll be playing the role of timer today, and my role is to ensure that everyone sticks to the prescribed time for any speech given to you. At the 1 minute before the end of your speech, I will be displaying the green card. 30 seconds before the end of the speech, I will be displaying the yellow card, and at the end of your time, I will be displaying the red card, after which you will have 30 seconds to close your speech.
May I invite Toastmaster Smiti to introduce your counter role, please.
Yes, as an accountant, I will be watching everyone's speech and marking the crutch words, which is the so, but, etc. And also repetitive words that actually, etc. And when the G calls for the report, I will submit it. Thank you.
Thank you. May I call upon Grammarian Toastmaster Subrahmanyam to introduce your role, please.
Good evening. The grammarian's role is obviously to find out whether the diction is right, whether you're putting the syntax properly, whether it makes a sense, whether correct usage of grammar is there or not, so that the entire speech looks extremely concrete, content-wise strong, and makes a sense to the audience. And I'll give my report to and call for Vadachi. Thank you.
Thank you. Just to add on, the word for the day is champion. We're all champions, and let's use this word as we speak. Today I thought let's do something different. It's not raining outside, and let's start with table topics, which is the most awaited topic. And each of us can take up more than one. So let's enjoy the tabletop session to start with. We invite the tabletop master, who is Rotarian. He is an exemplary person. I know a little bit about what he has been doing. I know he was the president of Nitk alumni in my college, and during the tenure, he has given so much back to the college. Planted, I think, thousands of saplings, rainwater harvesting. He's dedicating himself to serve society through Rotary. He believes that Dr. Kurian, who started Amul, is the one who is an example of unsung hero. Because of that one person, whole India has become world exporter for milk. We are the number one producer of milk in this world. We have a white revolution. So one person can make a difference. So that's what he believes. Each one of us can contribute and become like Dr. Kurian. We invite Toastmaster Krishnamurthy.
Doing Toastmasters. Table topic, you all must be knowing what it brings in. It's an impromptu speech. I call upon any of you randomly and give you a topic. You should speak on that topic about 1 minute minimum. 1.5 minute, I think, yellow card will be shown. 2 minute red card. And maximum another 30 seconds you can squeeze in, but not beyond that. If you are willing to get an award, then definitely not more than 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay, with that I'll start the first topic, and I call upon Rashmi ji. Do we take everything for granted? Everything for granted. Okay, this is the topic. Over to you, Toastmaster Rashmi ji.
Do we take everything for granted? I think so, especially the important things in life. For example, the breath, which we take, we don't even think about it even once. We may not be, if we don't take another breath, we are not there the next minute. But we have taken it for granted and we plan way ahead. If you take financial wealth, any of these things, as if we're going to live forever and ever and ever. However, I don't think we live forever. All of us know that, but we never accept it. We take our parents for granted. Every kid, however old they are, I think they think their parents are going to live forever. All these important things, I think they take things for granted, according to me. The rest of them which you go acquire, you know the value of it, so you don't take it for granted. But the main important things in life, which are necessary, I think we take it for granted. That is my take on it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. I think you nicely put it. That is what many things we take it for granted, including this Toastmaster also. We think, chalo, somebody else will run it. That doesn't happen like that. We all are responsible, equally responsible for that. Okay, coming to the next topic, does your vote count? I will call upon a youngster. I don't know whether he has voted or not. Yes. Then you are the right person to come here and speak about it. Does your vote count?
You're doing timing.
Thank you, Toastmaster DKK. That's a wonderful topic. Yes, of course, my vote counts. Every vote, in fact, counts. So there are a lot of people, every citizen, who think that voting does not matter. They take it as a holiday and they just travel. They think, मेरा एक vote से क्या होगा? But we should think that if every individual starts thinking in the same way, then there will be a collection, a group of votes that goes wasted. If you want to see development within your locality, if you want to see development within your country, then it starts with you. There was a famous president, I don't remember the name, I think it was Lincoln, I don't know, who said that don't ask what your country
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy.
Don't ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for the country. So, in a similar note, charity starts from home, right? So, everything that you do starts from home, starts from yourself. And that's the reason I did go and vote this time, because I want to see a positive change within my country. I want to see a positive change within my locality and my community, so that in the future, if I have a better country and better locality for myself and for my people, going forward, I will be able to contribute better in the society and see and be part of that change that I want to see in the future. So yes, my vote definitely counts.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bupaya. That was a nice take from your side. In fact, I'll tell you why the vote counts. Last time it happened in Jayanagar. That person who won, she thought it is very less margin, something gadbad kuch kiya hai. She wanted a recount. And she lost in the recount. And the election commissioner, who is their officer, he gave a report as you have won, to other candidate. So she thought, why did I ever give a result to this? See, it doesn't matter how it matters, whether 1 vote or 100 or 1 lakh, it should not matter. So one should be happy, but she was not. She thought she's a big person, so this is very small, narrow margin, 8-10 votes, like that, she challenged it. So she lost. So this is the reason why we should not take it for granted that, each vote definitely counts. Okay, age is just a number. I'll give to Santoshi. Age is just a number. What do you Toastmaster Santosh? Come.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijay Krishnamurthy, for giving me this topic. Age is just a number. How many of you believe in this? Suppose you believe in this?
Yes.
Huh?
100%.
Okay. Ramdas
Yes, sir. Very much.
Really? Yes. Unfortunately, I don't agree with that. Age is not a number. Age is an age. Just accept it. Whether you are 5 or 50, it's not a number. It's an age. So respect at whatever age you are. If you are at 40, respect at 40. And at every age, your body changes. Your body wants change. So what your body can accept at 40, it will not accept when you're at 60. As far as my thinking goes, just change with the age that you keep on getting from time to time. Once you accept the changes with your age, I'm sure you will be one of the most happiest person in the world. And secondly, don't ever think that मैं तो अभी 60 का हो गया, become senior citizens, बुढ़ा हो गया. Now, that is all for people who have got a negative mindset to think on those lines. At every age, we can do something new. At every age, we can change someone's life. At every age, we can change ourselves also. Let's see how we can all change. At this age, just remember, we are joint Toastmasters. So we need to judge. Are you going to give a great speech at any of the forum? Ramdas? We get results, we may not get results, but that's not our target. Our target is to improve ourselves, isn't it? That's a target. Why think of our age? Age is an age, it's not a number. It's an experience, I would say. more than that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Santosh. It was a nice rebut for whatever topic I gave. Now, coming to the next point, we'll go to what is that one thing you hated in school or college? What is that one thing you hated in school or college? Toastmaster Sekhar.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't do this. Don't copy. Don't copy. Teacher is here. Don't copy. Copy, that is my choice. Why are you protesting? Why are you against me? No, don't copy. I hate copying. But up to graduation. When I enter in the masters, they have one concept they have started, open book examination. Just copying, not copying, doesn't matter. So in my schools, I hated the copying so much that if someone is copying also, I just ask the teacher, he's copying, see he's copying. I mean, due to that, they're isolated. You are against the community, you cannot stay. You sit last page or you stay in the first page. Don't stay with us. So somehow I manage up to 10th like this, 11, 12 also, but I stopped this thing at 11, 12. I never just draw the attention of the, after that I've never drawn the attention of the teacher. But they copied, but I hated. I always kept a distance from that person. But when I entered in the masters, it was like anything. Teachers are coming to take the book, no problem. It's open book examination. You want to do copy? So, what I hated the most has become part and parcel of my life after some. Now is also, if something we need to see in the chat. GPT, right? That is one type of copying only. That is my take on this topic. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sekhar. It was a wonderful. I am tempted to now do masters. Know that open book policy, whatever. I hope it is still prevailing.
Is there. Now is IIM also introduced.
Open book is not meant for copying. Open book is meant for
correct.
taking inference.
Exactly. Because the questions are so difficult.
Yeah.
So open book also will not help.
What is that one thing you, okay, that you have done it. Time is everything. Over to Toastmaster Suparnaji. Time is everything.
Get up and start running. Oh, no, Mama, I don't want to do that. Get up, man. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. Should I? Should I not? That's my son then. Okay? And he's just a 19-year-old young man. So I said, you are not understanding what time is. He rebuts me. I can run even at 9 o'clock. Let me sleep. Concept of time is very subjective. Right? At 50 plus, I am trying to complete so many of my dreams put together. Right? I am into Toastmasters, I am into doing my PhD, I am into doing mentoring, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So maybe for me, time is extremely important and I am running. But for a younger generation, they like to take it in their context, and I think that should be respected. For every human being, it's the life cycle or the stage of the life cycle which matters when it comes to time per se. So trust your instincts, measure your emotion. TIME. Trust your instinct, measure your emotion, accordingly perform your day, live by the moment, don't take time for granted or run along with time, and I think you can live life fully and have a good night's sleep. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suparnaji. It was a wonderful debate. Okay, now only one person left. I think that the topic goes to you. would you encourage your children to join armed forces? What do you, Toastmaster?
Tough question.
Thank you for the wonderful topic. We all need to serve the nation. There's no doubt. Because I believe that everybody should think beyond their family. But is it possible that everybody can go and join the army? We can serve the nation in different ways. Army definitely required to be in the front and defend our borders. But all of us cannot do that, because if everybody joins the army or navy or air force, who will do the engineering work like me? Somebody should design, somebody should give bad vehicles, good vehicles to customers, and that's all part of the job. So definitely, those who are willing to serve the nation, join the army. I respect them. But for me, I have to stand back and support those who are in the front. I stand back and see that our nation is strong and support whatever the way possible to defend our nation. I don't like people talking bad about our country. I'm Bangalorean, I'm whatever I am, but I'm first Indian. That nationality has to come to all of us. Only then I think, be I am a Jawan or be I am a whatever it is, when we think that we are Indian first, Indian blood is going through my veins and body, in this a moment I think is the one that we are serving our country. So definitely yes, I support those who are joining the armed forces, but for me, to stand back, stand behind and support all those who are for this.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramdas. We got the message. So, anyway, it does not matter how whether one feels or not. The armed forces, we are one of the strongest armed forces in the world. We have plenty of people. There is no dearth of people. Though of late the demand for that might have come down, but definitely there are people who are willing to join, sacrifice their lives for that. With this, I will end the table topic session. The next, I think, back to Toastmaster Ramdas Bhatt, TMOD, for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful session. Looked very simple as we spoke, it was challenging. And there is a small rule in Toastmasters that everybody should speak on table topics. We cannot exclude the table topic master as well. Any of you would like to give a topic to Toastmaster Sumutiji? Any topic, please? Sir, please. Be getting a topic. Sure.
What is more important, giving independence of thought to the youngsters, or making them dependent on discipline?
Thank you, Toastmaster Suparnaji. I think making them independent thinking is a need of the hour, rather than pushing us what we want or what is expected of them, because that will not bring them challenge or anything. Tomorrow, if they fail, also they will blame the parent only. Yes, you told me to go to engineering, I did it. I was not interested. Or you sent to medical, they will tell the same thing. I was not interested. You pushed me to that, and that's how I may fail you. So that's not going to work. So we should allow them to grow the way they want. In fact, that is the policy I have followed in my life as well. I have not told my sons, both my sons are different professions they have chosen. They didn't take civil engineering and they didn't join my company. I said, okay, it is your decision. You be on your own. Don't expect anything from us. And they said, yes, we'll be very happy if you give that freedom. And they were, in fact, on their own, they are doing very well. So I am very happy. So this is the way we should do it. If somebody is interested in sports, we should push them to sports. Encourage them, rather, not push. Push is the wrong word. And if somebody is interested in becoming engineering or medical, whatever it is, I even tell them, even daughters, I know it takes 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, but if she is interested, we should allow her to become doctor. Though our marriage, everything will get delayed, that doesn't matter. But we should, as parents, we should not be worrying about those kind of things, because now we are not to worry about that. We are not to worry about properties, how much property we make them, because it is after all they are standing on their own leg, and all of you know, we all one day will say goodbye to this world and go. So it doesn't matter as long as they are standing on their own firm foot. We're more than happy. Thank you. Vote back to you.
I thought you already knew the topic beforehand. Good. So after completing the scintillating tabletop session, let's move to the prepared space session. Again, we'll have a small change here. We'll start with the speaker.
Who is like this evaluator? Sudhir.
Before I invite the speaker, let me invite the evaluator.
He has already told you.
Evaluator of the speech is Toastmaster Suparna Ghoshal. So please read out the evaluation guidelines.
So, I don't have it here, but the speaker is going to give an overall mission and vision of her life or an organization that she is related with, and it should also carry the feedback from your session A, part A of your speech, and you relate to that feedback and then do this, which is a part B of the exercise, where she has to talk about mission, vision of the organization that she is related to, and give a comprehensive understanding of that. Time given is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you. So this speaker is giving speech on visionary communication pathway. It's L5P1 part 2. It's a repeat speech based on the feedback given last time. This person asked, who's unsung hero? She said, the traffic cops who stand, beat raining or hot sun, beat morning or night. And we know the dust and the carbon dioxide on the road. They don't wear masks. They stand on the road doing their duty. So they are the real unsung heroes. And I still remember, as I speak, I'm getting emotional. Near GPO, one of the cop was trying to stop a car, and car overran him. He gave his life as well to control the traffic. They even give their life. We don't recognize if they're not on the road, we have to see the chaos. So they are the real unsung heroes according to that person. I also agree. So the title of the speech is 75 years, 74% literacy. 75 years, 75% literacy. Toastmaster Rashmi B.
Change the title, vision to mission. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and obviously there are no guests. Vision sees the stars, and vision is the path, carving the path to reach the stars. So I'll be talking about the vision standing here, which I've already taught, but I'm talking about how, at least partly, I'm trying to implement it. That is the goal of this speech. As you all remember, what we talked about in the previous speech was about the vision, where I said my vision, my personal vision was to provide education or make education affordable to anyone or everyone who wants it. When I first came up with the vision, I thought it was pretty easy. And I thought, okay, if I educate a kid, that should be good enough. So I started giving money to the students in the schools. Did it for 2 years, 3 years. It didn't help me. It didn't give me satisfaction. Then I realized it was much more than that what I wanted. So when I sat down and put the entire plan together, I realized just like any other plan, I didn't know the root cause or the problem. I didn't know the resources. I didn't know anything about it. So when I sat down and started looking at the problem statement, I said I have no clue about the education sector. Started learning about education sector. I realized there are 4 stakeholders, according to me, as of now, it may increase. As of now, it is teachers or the staff, and then the admin, then the board, and then you have the students, and you also have the government. These are the 4 I've identified right now. When you look at these, and I started doing role play with everyone, I started understanding their problems. I found there are a lot of problems which they're undergoing at every section. And the reason I wanted to understand this was if I have to get affordable education, I need to know what is in the system. Suppose the education type is different, then maybe digital education may help. I need to find alternatives. If I don't know the system, then I wouldn't know what I can offer or what I can think of an alternative or request someone to provide it who is an expert. So I wanted to know. I started reading about all these things and volunteering. I volunteered as a teacher, did lesson plans. I realized how hard it is. So there are a lot of apps. I started learning about the apps. These are the things I started doing. I volunteered as the board member. I realized how bad it is when you have to retain the teachers. And I volunteered as a student. I mean, of course, we have all volunteered. We know whether it is content-based education, if it is skill-based education, which one do they want? There is always plus and minus in all of them. And if you go into the government, there are a lot of schemes, whether it is for the students or for the schools. Started reading a lot about them, whether it is NTSC, whether it is Ekalavya, whether it is Drishti, any of these things. Started reading more. I have to read more. I'm not yet done. Learning more about that and collecting all the information. At least now I have a analysis, or at least I know something about the problem. Once I know about the problem, now I realize I have to build resources around it. So what are the resources? First is the school. List of schools who need the help. It can be what kind of help? It can be capital help, it can be operational help, it can be any kind. So I have to list those kind of stuff. And where are these schools? 90% of are in rural area. So if I start making a list, I need volunteers who are around that area. So when I cannot go every day, they'll be my contact on the ground. So I started collecting this information. As I started collecting this information, I realized the schools also need resources, whether it is benches, textbooks, uniforms, all these. Started collecting those. So I'm basically building all my Excel spreadsheet is what you can say. The last one would be, the last but not the least is the funding. Funding, like how I said, it may be for operations, it may be for capital funding, it may be for as small as what the nuances, what the government says. You need separate toilets. You need a compound. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they don't have it. But I have to collect all this information. Now that I've collected all this information, at least for some of them, which I think I have, now my next part would be how to put a communication plan. Because if someone has to donate something, they need to know where the money is going in. Only then they would want to donate again. And the reason I want to do this is any organization, if you are helping them, it has to be sustainable. It cannot be for one period of time and you can walk away with it. Then there's no point in you helping. So the moment you think about sustainability, each school has its own problem and it has to be customized. I'll give you a simple example with the school which I'm working with right now. This is an experiment which I'm doing anyway. This school, everything is fine now. Right now, they don't have salary. The building is fine. They have all the nods. They have teachers. They have everything. From 3 months, there is no salary. They have not paid salary for the teachers. So the teachers are ready to leave, but we have to keep them. So we are coming up with a lot of ideas how to retain the teachers. Number one. Number two, the parents are not paying the salaries. That is a root cause problem. But they don't have money. And if one person doesn't give, the other person says, why should I give? This is a comparison. So how do you address that? So to address that, we want to make the school a community living. which means every Saturday, Sunday on the weekend they come there, which means building, which means we have to write a proposal where we tell them either you are doing a skill building or you are basically developing something, a micro organization, and give 50% to us. You take the 50%. If we do that, then it works. To do that, we are looking for CSRs near that school so they can come and help, not from Bangalore. Of course, no one will go from here. So we are building our entire. What we found out was there's a lot of women there and there's a lot of vegetables growing and tomatoes are grown more, which means we can do sun-dried tomatoes, which means we can do a lot of packing of vegetables and sending it out. So we are working on all these things. These are the things which has to be customized and approved by their panchayat, not us. Only then it will work because they have to own it. And the school has to be a part of this project. Only then it will succeed. If the ninth grader becomes a part of marketing, the ninth grader becomes a part of the social media, of course it will flourish. These are some of the things which we are proposing. Hope it will work out, and this is the journey we are on and an experiment we are trying out. If it works, I have a prototype which we can march with. Thank you everyone.
Nice.
Thank you, Rashmiji. I could feel the energy that you're sharing of your practical experience and what you went through, the hurdles. I see myself that we have some plan, but as we execute the plan, there's so many difficulties, hurdles that will come, and it's easy to give up. I thought I will do something, but why should I do? If somebody is not interested, why should I do? I wish you all the best for doing this great job. And education is something very, very important. They say that instead of giving money, give education to the kids so that the kid will grow up and support the family. And they say one girl child in a village will support the whole village itself. Because one person gets educated, others will emulate and also will learn. So thank you, and thank you for sharing your vision and vision. Wish you all the best. Look forward for you're one of the unsung hero according to me. So wish you all the very best. Now let's move to the second speaker. Before I invite the second speaker, may invite the evaluator to read the guidelines.
Headlines or guidelines?
Guidelines.
I heard it. I heard it headlines. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker that you're going to hear now will have to deliver a speech on a topic which is well researched and well organized. The length of the speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker the best. Back to the Toastmaster. Thank you.
Let's wait for the speaker to come in. Some technical glitch. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Ah. While we're waiting for the connection, may invite two volunteers to have a small debate.
On random subject. Okay.
So come and fight. Not the election debate, but debate maybe on food, vacation, on
You are the
any other
TMOD.
topic.
You have to take your call.
Okay, I'll invite Toastmaster Popaya and Toastmaster Suparnaji, please.
The stage, huh?
Okay. Your topic is very familiar, very simple, and you have 3 minutes to speak because two of you are speaking. You have to defend that vegetarian is a good food. You have to defend that non-vegetarian is a good food. But tasty and good. So veg versus non-veg. Your time starts now.
Human beings are not animals. Human beings are born as a separate creature. God has given us mind to think, and God has provided us with ample amount of food in the nature. Fruits, vegetables, green grass, anything that we can
No,
use.
grass we don't eat. हम घास नहीं खाते. Sorry.
Wheat
Okay.
leaf. There's something called greens.
Okay.
Leaf, palak.
Have you heard about a theory called survival of the fittest?
Yes.
Charles Darwin. So this entire world is a matter of survival of the fittest, right? It
Okay.
is an ecosystem which runs in a circular motion, right?
Yes.
So a goat eats leaves, a goat is eaten by a human being, and human being can be devoured by a lion, and the lion can go back to decaying, can be hunted down by the man down.
But the human being does not live in the forest. The goat probably lives in the forest. There's deer
No,
that
no,
live
the
in
goat
forest.
lives right within the
The
city.
deer that lives in the
So
forest.
today
has
what
been
has
saved
happened
by
is
the
we
lion
have
and the
got
tigers. But human
businesses
beings,
which are around rearing sheep, rearing goats, rearing cows, rearing buffaloes, rearing chicken. Those are businesses which run into crores of rupees, which lead to the GDP of the country. They don't stay in the jungles.
I think we're deviating from the topic.
No, I am not. I'll come back to it. Because
we don't
those
need, we don't
things.
need animals to survive. We
No,
can still
we
survive
need
with the
animals
fruits
to
and fruits and
survive
vegetables
because
now.
you have got no prototype. I take the word from you to tell that you cannot live on animal. We can live on animal. It's a personal choice. You are a democratic country.
Yes, it's a
you are
personal
a
choice. It's not a
democratic
mandatory
human being.
thing. We do
So
not need
it is not
animals to
even
survive.
mandatory for me to live on plants and fruits
I mean, there are
and
examples. There are
vegetables.
examples of athletes who rely only on vegetarian food. They don't
That's
rely on.
philosophical. That's philosophical. People are moving into veganism. That is also philosophical. But it does not mean that they cannot eat meat or meat eating
Yes, exactly. I mean,
is
it does not mean
non-dependent.
it is not mandatory thing. It's a personal choice. Again, I do understand that meat gives a lot of proteins which is required by the body. But these
Good, you are
proteins,
telling my points.
but-
Wonderful. You are telling my points.
but
And
these
if,
proteins are
do
not
you
easily
know,
digestible by the human body.
do
There
you
are
know
lots of
when a
proteins
person
that are
is on his
available by.
deathbed, and I'm telling out of my own experience, when a person is on his deathbed, it is told to the family that please give this person paya soup because that's the easiest protein that the immune system of a human being can digest at this point of time. And I'm talking 24 hours before the death of the human being.
But I don't know. That's
And it
we're
does
talking
not
about
happen. They are not talking कि पालक की soup खिलाइए, fruit का juice खिलाइए. No, get paya soup from wherever you
That is
can.
still not
So
addressing the
varna get
topic.
it.
That is
So
still not
this is
addressing
the
the topic.
reality. This
That
is
is still
the
not addressing the
reality.
topic whether that was mandatory or not. The
That is
person could have still-
mandatory, dear. That
You're
is
talking
what
about
I'm
the
trying to
person-
tell you.
You're talking about the person who's on the deathbed. So what is the point of providing meat on the deathbed?
Because that's protein that is easily digestible. That is what the immune system will pick up. There is no digestive power in the human being left at that point of time. What nutrients can the thing absorb is what is given. So that's the reason paya soup is told and not palak soup. Thank you. And that's my own example. My husband.
I'm a non-vegetarian.
You still made it there. Hope you are not vegetarian.
No, I'm not.
Heat of argument. Okay, one more topic before we move to the speaker. Let me invite Toastmaster Krishnamurti ji and Toastmaster Rashmi. And the topic is what we see here every day. So you have to say that IPL is good for India. So we should say IPL is not good for India. IPL is Indian Premier League cricket. Not good, good. Again, you get 3 minutes.
IPL is the best thing which has happened to India. Only because the kids can they're promoting kids and games to the kids, and the advertising, they're making a lot of money, and speaking everything, people are ordering a lot more at that time. Economy is growing. The best thing just happened to India.
I don't agree with you for the simple reason. IPL has gone, taken all the students sitting watching. My son other day bought a big TV, just to see IPL. He has abandoned the other TV. So how much of
Economy
e-waste you are creating just to see
See, there
IPL
is
match?
already in
See, IPL
Roma
match can
everywhere.
be
There is
watched.
a place where you can take the e-waste, put it there.
No, it is not how much it can take. The sustainability is what is important. On dumping every other day, one get and say US will take care of that.
E-waste is still only in the house, but look at the amount of growth in India. Look at the opportunities which are given to the kids. Look how many people are coming and playing.
That's all fine, but
Yes.
end of the day, how many man hours is lost by watching those 11 people play and millions of people sitting and doing nothing
But how many
watching.
people are winning money by betting, by
Yeah,
Swiggy,
it is still very,
by
it is still
advertisements?
very minuscule compared to the millions of people whose
See,
man hour
look
is
at the
lost.
kids who are also learning strategy with that. They are learning by even though they don't know math, they know. If you ask them the run rate, if you ask them any person, they can tell you.
They are hooked to that.
Because they
I'm
understand math.
telling, yeah, exactly. But maths, you don't have to do
Application. It's
IPL.
application
You
of
can
math.
otherwise also know maths.
It's application of math. They know it very well. So,
Actually, it has spawned such a huge business ecosystem, huge
There's no
ecosystem.
reversing.
There's no way you can reverse it.
actually, you should just use it. That's why my brother's kids, that's what I started working with. I started
We
telling you
continue
math.
discussion now.
Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you. Now we're ready for the second speaker to come up. Before invite, we already given the guidelines. Okay, the speaker asked him about the unsung hero. He said, I asked me a question, who's the father of football in India?
Father of football in India, আমাদের বাঙালি ভদ্রলোকটা কি
Nobody knows, right? So,
না বাঙালি ভদ্রলোকটা পূর্ণেন্দু টেকো.
okay. It is the great grandfather of the speaker, and the name of this is Nagendra Prasad Sarvadikari. He founded Mohan Bagan and beat Britishers, like how we beat Britishers in cricket. Similarly, they beat Britishers who have invented this game. So let me invite the speaker who is going to speak on the pathway visionary communication. Sorry, it is motivation strategy, L3P2 elective, and the title of the speech is Smarter India, a step towards the economic equality. Toastmaster Sekharji.
Mr. Ramesh, it's a very good road they made in front of our house. It is like velvet. I can drive my vehicle at 80 or 90 kilometer per hour. It's very good. India is growing like anything, right? Yes. Yes, Mr. Selvan. India is growing like anything. Next demand. Oh my God, what happened here? They dug up the full road. It's gone. This is a story everywhere in India, right? Have you ever thought about a place without the digging of the road or potholes? No.
Not possible.
My fellow Toastmaster of today's meeting, we are presenting the smart city of India. It's called GIFT City. GIFT. Gujarat International Finance Tech City. But how it has evolved? What is the need of this? Suddenly they have started one GIFT City. A lot of values. sustainability, resilience, blah blah blah, transparency, lot of things. But all bookish. Why we need one another smart city? The need in 2008. This is Mr. Our honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi's brainchild. His thought process. In the 2008, he said that we need to create one financial services city in India, especially in Gujarat. But why? I'll give the point. Why you need to open the gift city or financial city? If we need to invest in abroad, you can't invest directly. You need to invest by Cayman Island or Mauritius or Singapore, like that. In the other way, if someone, not NRI, foreign nationals, want to invest in India, India is a growing economy and emerging country, they need to invest via Mauritius or Cayman Island, but to India. The whole concept of this gift city was, why should the ecosystem of investing in India to be set up outside India? It should be inside India, right? That is the whole concept of gift city. But why is different? That we'll discuss now. Is a preferred business destination for national and global ITs and ITs company as a financial company. It's very normal, right? In Bangalore also we are getting the same thing. What is different in this thing? What is makes is different? So all these buildings, this is the gift one tower two, lot of things, SBI building, Google tower, LIC tower, a lot of things are coming. The concept was that lot of financial services available in India, but it cannot consume, like aircraft leasing. If you need to do the leasing of aircraft, you need to go to the IL land. Like spot price of the gold, we are getting the gold from the exchange at higher price. If you need to buy the spot exchange price of gold, you need to go to Dubai. That is not available in India. So in that concept, all this gift city has been started. Now again, the same question is coming. You may be thinking that why Cycle is discussing this boarding thing. What is the special in this gift city? I give the chronology. 2008, it was a thought process of Modi, and due to his predilection towards the IFSC, the International Financial Services, this becomes easier. This is the structure of the gift city. The gift business platform. There is one domestic tariff area. One is SEZ. SEZ is already there in every state. So these are two. In SEZ also there are two options. One is IFSC, International Financial Services Center. One is ITs and other services. What is the advantage? There is no tax in gift city. For 10 years, you don't need to pay any single tax. No GST. Neither for the buyer, not for the seller. There is no capital gain tax. There is no income tax. If you are earning something, if you set up already a unit there and unit there, you are earning money. But you are earning the income, but you don't need to pay the tax there. This is a huge subsidy. You are right. But to a certain period, 10 years. But why they are giving subsidy? They are losing money? No. To get the money from the abroad. Earlier, we used to come by Mauritius, Cayman Islands, Singapore, but now directly we are getting USD in our account. The master stroke. Now, this is the financial advantage. No GST, no income tax, no capital gain tax. Now the infrastructure. This is another master stroke. Have you ever heard about the district cooling system?
Sorry?
District cooling system. DC. This is called DCP, district cooling system.
Centralized cooling system.
Yeah, this is district cooling system. What they are doing, they have made the underground, the undersurface tunnel. In that tunnel, they have created one. They are passing the chilled water towards the all the buildings in that city. That is the 886 acres land. So they are passing on the chilled water in this city, and from that they are getting the power. And this is the first time all the sewage, water line, gas pipe, everything is under the surface. So what I refer, the digging of the road. So this is possible in India now, that we don't need to dig the road because everything is going under the surface. You can see the photo. See, one small lorry can go inside. You don't need to dig a single inch of the road due to this. Everything is going via this sewage water and waste management, everything inside the system, inside the surface. Now this is a new regulator has been introduced, IFSC. So now we got the result, IFSC, we got the result. What is the result we got? Due to this, it is started in 2020. We got 3,696 million USD funds from outside. Outside is 3,554 millions USD got from the outside and 141 from inside. So this is the amount we got from inside, and this has started the first bullion. Bullion means silver and gold. First bullion exchange in Gift City. And what is the volume? It's got 8.3 trillion, 8.3 trillion USD of business in gold, and 9 trillions business in silver. So this is we are getting the result now from this thing. As I started with this thing, that will not soon in Gujarat, another city is coming, smart city in Dholera. So soon will this digging of the road will go up, and yes, it's taking time. So how many years is required for a diamond to develop or evolve from a rock? Billions of years, right? But here it will not take that much time. Another 2-3 years, we'll get a actual smart city. Actual, it's not all only for smart city. So believe in this vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and enjoy the road like velvet. That's all. Over to you.
This is modeled against what? German cities?
This is in Singapore.
Singapore city.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ji, for letting us know. I was not aware of this gift city.
Oh, it's a big thing, sir. Very big.
So thank you for letting us know. I request one thing. Whatever they did in Smart City or Gift City should be done. They should not dig the road here. Let them do underground wherever it's okay. So we'll request Modi ji to do something in Bangalore as well.
Nothing can happen in Bangalore
It's
anymore.
not possible.
A satellite city. Satellite city.
Thank you. So now it's time to get feedback on how you performed. For this, it's my pleasure to invite the Toastmaster who believes that defense personnel are the unsung heroes. Because the one who stand at the border, or I know some of the defense personnel, they stay at the border, or some of the officers, their family stays back to take care of their children. It's very, very hard, and they endure so much of difficult terrain or the weather, and the recognition they get is not commensurate with the contribution they make to society or to the nation. So definitely they're unsung heroes, and sometimes they have to give their life as well to meet the challenges and to secure our border. So please help me welcome the general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal.
Good evening to all of you once again. Generally, on a daily basis, what I experience at home. My wife cooks, she feeds me, she places this bread on the table. I just eat it simply, silently. Then she asks me a question. How was it? Was it tasty? They cooked well? What does it mean? She needs a feedback. But then when the going is good, I just eat simple. I don't say anything. And when something is wrong with that, I say salt is not there. I just say, oh yeah, वैसे हो गया. So generally, it's always the negative remark that I do. This is truth. But we all need to get feedback, whether it's at home or in Toastmasters. What I'll be doing now, first and foremost thing, I'd like to invite the tag team. Let them share their report. First of all, Toastmaster Bopaya for the timing that each of us took.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. So I think we started off on time, although there was a couple of seconds of delay, but we did start on time. Toastmaster Bopaya was started at arms, opened it with a smile and introduced the theme briefly. And then Toastmaster Ramdas, who is the presiding officer, took over, who gave us a brief introduction about the theme and what we're expecting in today's session. The team Modi was also Toastmaster Ramdas, who started on time and began the table topic sessions for a change today. And that was again on time, within 8 minutes. The table topics was run by Toastmaster BKK. I think covered it on time. Toastmaster Rashmi took a total of 1 minute for the topics that was given. Toastmaster Popaya took a minute and 15 minutes. Toastmaster Santosh took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Toastmaster Saikat took 1 minute 55 seconds. Toastmaster Suparna 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Ramdas 1 minute 54 seconds. And Toastmaster BKK for the topic that was given by Suparna 1 minute 50 seconds. The prepared speeches, Toastmaster Rashmi took a total of 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I think Toastmaster Saikat went a little overboard. He took a total of 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Apart from that, we also had an impromptu debate session. The debate between Toastmaster Suparna and Toastmaster Gopaya took a total of 3 minutes and 27 seconds. And the debate between Toastmaster Rashmi and Toastmaster BKK took a total of about 3 minutes. So with this, yeah, I submit my report to the teacher. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Detailed report, I think I should say for this. Only one suggestion, Toastmaster. Whenever you explain your role in the understanding, it would be nice to have some proverbs or some phrases during the timings. Because time is the essence. Anything you can relate to. Okay?
Sure.
Next, A. The R counter. Toastmaster Rashmi, am I right?
Yes, sir.
You are. Ooh, come.
It was fairly very clean today. Only in the introductions, Bopaya used 2 R's and Chuparna used 1 R. Otherwise, I think BKK sir used 2 times. And that's about it. Everything was pretty clean.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
G. Grammarian. Toastmaster Suparna G. Let's hear it from you.
Today was fairly good, honestly. It is fairly good. We have all been did well with our words, did well with our syntax, did well with how we presented ourselves. But nobody used the word of the day, champion. Okay, that is one part of the story. The second part of the story is quite a few good words were used. Let me start with praising myself. Trust your instinct, measure your emotions is something which I made standing there. Okay. So this is one part of the story. Second part of the story is words like prototype, sustainability, prototype to march on, ecosystem, spot exchange price, hooked, bookish, and many taxation words. These were something which were pretty good. I think we should use them in our day-to-day life. Gives a lot amount of weightage to what we talk about. Only one correction: probably the word tunnel was pronounced as tunnel, right? Except for that, I think we were pretty good on English, and we did a fair, nice job. We had a nice icing on the cake. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your report, the tag team. We should give them a good round of applause once again. Okay, now let me start off with the Sergeant at Arms. We started meeting on dot at 7 p.m. The time just said a few seconds late. Chalta hai, yeah. Chalta hai, not a problem. That's okay. Prashna Popaya, as Sergeant at Arms, what is the first thing that we need to do? We need to start off with a very powerful voice. Catch the audience attention. Generally, the audience will keep chatting, and talking, cross talking, all things. As you come onto the stage, one powerful voice will come out. Hello, everyone. Eh? One powerful, one strong message, loud enough, will bring the audience to see. Okay? So that's the only one suggestion that I have. Otherwise, your role as Sergeant at Arms was appreciated, well appreciated.
Thank you.
Good round of applause for him. You doing it for the first time? Oh,
Yeah, first time.
first time you're doing it.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, keep it up. Next, the presiding officer, Toastmaster, who was it? Ramdaji.
Yes, sir.
Did you introduce the presiding officer? Introduction. One or two line of introduction. An introduction. Introduction. Just one or two lines. That's okay.
Well, let me go that next time.
Huh?
Remember that next time.
Yes. This is good. Presiding officer, Toastmaster Ramdas took over in place of Toastmaster Saikatan, right? That's first and foremost thing, Ramdas, you opened the meeting officially. The next one would be to check the minutes of the last week's meeting. That was missing in today's address. But even though there are no guests present here, we should always say, since there were no guests, we just skip this. Just have one line mention about the guest. There's also to remember this. The next time come onto the stage, right?
Yes.
Then you spoke about the unsung heroes also in your speech. With this TMOD also, same time?
Yes.
Correct? Correct. This I never realized that when he transferred himself from presiding officer to the TMOD, you did it very well, sir. You did it very well. I did that. Thank you so much. Your take on the theme of today's meeting, unsung hero, you give various examples of Rotarians, of Toastmasters, and other things. Little out of the topic. You appreciate Rotarians so much. You understand Rotarians so much without being a Rotarian. Don't you think you should become a Rotarian? Huh? Don't you think you should become a Rotarian now?
Yes, yes.
Huh? So there are lots of Rotary clubs in and around Bangalore. Rashmi is opening up a
Isaka.
Isaka. She's opening Isaka. You can definitely think,
Yes.
become a Rotarian.
Yes.
You'll do very well in that. So as a presiding officer, I think so only that much will have. And as TMOD, I'll just come back to a little later. Whatever it is. Now for the evaluation of the first speaker, can I invite?
Thank you, sir. Primarily, let me congratulate you. The content was very good. The content, the story flow, the way it was told to us, we could visualize the entire thing. The way she moved around doing her job. That is something which you did very well. As far as the Toastmasters, dictum goes, your body language was very positive, your eye contact was very positive. Only thing, you didn't move around the space. You stood at one place. Probably you could have moved around a bit more. Of course, in terms of gestures through your hands, that was there. Only that part of it. But utilization of space, maybe this place is a little restrictive. That's why you did not use. Had it been a larger dais, you would have used it. But what I would like to tell you is, when you are trying to talk about operationalizing a vision into mission, there has to be a certain amount of a flow chart, right? So operations are always done according to a flow chart. Step A, step B, step C, intervention. Right? So something is not going right, somebody needs to intervene, and then it has to go ahead. Or it is flowing too well, somebody needs to moderate. What's happening? Now, this kind of, when you are using words like mission and vision, then I need a flow chart. Correct? I need to know what are my intervention points. What is my phase one? What is my phase two? If you had not used words like mission and vision, it is your personal project, then of course it is not needed. But because you're giving a lofty understanding to the educational sector, let us hold it there. If you want to hold it there, lady, in that case, you need to come back with an operational plan. Now, that is something which I missed. What I found this to be as more of your passion driven project, right? So, organizationally, it's just a small little piloting. Maybe it is so only, but I think you have a bigger dream. I feel you have a bigger dream. Because your last sentence, which you closed, prototype to march on. So you have a larger vision. You could have come with a kind of a flow chart and said, step one, we have done this. Step two, we have done this. Phase one, this is this. This is what I missed technically. Okay, that part of the story. Otherwise, things were good. Because this flow chart was not there, it became a maze for me. You got my point? So that is one thing. What I would like you to want to work on is whatever you said, your facial expression always remains smiling. Right? You said schools need tables, chairs. They don't have money because people are not giving the school fees. Then think about their situation, that they are unable to give money, and it's a dire situation. I don't think at that time your expression should remain that smiling only, right? So you are not, your own emotive expressions should follow what you are speaking. That's one thing I think which you should work on. And I have already told you what you should challenge yourself is to create that organizational flow chart. Otherwise, it's becoming a maze, right? Other than that, I think you changed your topic, vision to mission, at the last moment. That's okay. Uh, Overall, wonderful words that you have used: prototype, sustainability. Your passion shows through the entire thing. That's a huge positive part of it. And I felt you could have also looked a little more to the side of your uh, wherever you're standing as a reference point. It was all, I know all the men were sitting there. I agree to that, right? With me, lone person sitting here. But then it didn't move. You get my point? It didn't move. And I'm sure you know that that's a very large dictum. So overall, a very good thing, a well passion-driven talk, but you need to look into your emotive expressions. You need to create an organizational flowchart in case you're talking about vision and mission. Congratulations for a wonderful speech. Back to you, Jim.
As a general evaluator, I am going to evaluate evaluator. So firstly for Toastmaster Suparna. So during entire evaluation, in my opinion, you would have crossed 5 minutes.
Time up.
Timer? Did you time?
4 minutes, 1 minute.
I'm on time. Huh? That's a bit too much.
Okay.
Too much. But you try to stick within 3.5 minutes. 2.5 or 3 minutes, right? Somebody.
What is the time of the tree?
2.5.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 50% more.
Done.
Done. Okay. Secondly, in Toastmasters, we follow sandwich method. Well, where you can improve and a nice round of food there. But in your case, what you generally did was, you down. There are times when you're appreciating that, then you're, where you can do better, what are your challenges, then you come back to the positive aspect and again negative aspect. So you were getting confused, it was not well organized. Just try to organize this in such a way that you put the positives only forward, then where you can do well, and lastly, one more positive. Bit of organization will help you a lot. And for Toastmaster Super, Rashmi, you have got a smiling face. So always pick a topic where you need to smile always. I remember once at Gormangla also you were giving some emotional topics, speech on emotional topic. And the same point I had also pointed at that time. So pick a topic where you need to smile always. Okay. Now with this, let us give a thundering applause to our Toastmaster. They did cover it in a very detailed manner and Krishna got a good feedback about all the aspects of it. Now for the evaluation of Toastmaster Saikat Nandi, and who better than me? Right, Saikat?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
So, heading of your topic,
Smarter India,
Smarter India.
steps towards the economic epoch.
Okay, that's okay. Huh? Smarter. Okay, your guidelines for us that you need to present a well-researched topic in a well-organized way. Compliment you for this. I'm not complimenting. Topic which at least I was not aware. I heard of Gift City, that's all. But no details after that, even I was not interested. But today you enlightened most of us with what is Gift City. So it's an unfamiliar topic. I think so this also there in your guidelines. Is it an unfamiliar topic you have to speak on? Or anything?
Any topic.
Any topic?
But in the project report, they have given that try unfamiliar.
Telling you that. This unfamiliar topic. Right? It is there, unfamiliar. What is there? You know, so this was an unfamiliar topic to most of us. And your research you did very well. And I should say presenting us also was quite nice. I don't know about your presentation. Anyone else can give a feedback on his presentation skills? Suparna?
Presentation was good. His slides were very nice, elaborative, but it was more corporate-ish rather than a Toastmaster-ish. So I'm sure this will be used multiple times, but it is a very well detailed presentation.
Second, you got good marks for a presentation at least. Huh? There you should continue with what you are doing. And from your speech point of view, the contents, the topic, the title, everything went on very, very well. I don't think I got any suggestions where you can improve on this. Because you got a good smiling face, a good voice modulation you did. You were dancing across the stage also, I think so. That you what do you usually do? No, okay. Huh? Actually. At the end of the speech, I'd like you to wind up or sign off with some good proverb, some good phrase in a strong voice. Huh? Let's do our bit to make our city a smart city. Anything you can come across. Some take-out message should be there at the bottom. All went on very well. Good round of applause for Mr. Saikat also. Speakers have done table topic master Mr. Toastmaster B.K. Krishnamurthy.
Yes, sir.
So the best part of his table topics were all very easy. Just like this. Questions are easy, but answers are tough. So as we come up on the stage, we have to speak on a topic which we have heard many times, day in and day out we hear of this. How we encash on that topic, how we speak on that. That's a challenge, even for simple topics. My personal opinion, most of the speakers did well with the topics. Krishnamurti did come up with all simple topics, which was very well understandable by the audience. One suggestion that I have got for you, sir.
Yes.
First and foremost thing, a few lines of very table topics. The Toastmasters, how will it help? A little light on that is always good. And secondly, give the topic first, call for volunteers, and then pick. Your first speaker, you call for this speaker Rashmi. Right?
Yes.
Later on, I think so you moved on, but you never call for volunteers. Call for volunteers, let them come. If I'm comfortable with some topic, I can raise my hand. Always be excitement will always be there. Topics, simple topics, and that's how it should be. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, except dear Modi? No one? Dear Modi is generally very good. Okay, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramdas ji. This was, the theme for today was given by you or the previous Toastmaster? Dear Modi.
Previous year.
Okay. Good theme. I really like the theme, and you did full justice to this theme. Full justice. We spoke about the unsung heroes, we spoke on the theme in a presiding address also, and automatically, very nicely, you want to introduce what was he? The founder of Toastmasters, right? Yes. So transition was very good. Most of the time, the speakers, you introduce the speakers, the evaluators also very well. One good thing that I learned today is your introduction, how to give an introduction. You pick each and every speaker today, them for their unsung heroes and introduce them. It's a nice way. It's something that I learned today. You can introduce anyone using today's theme. Right?
Yes.
This we can all adopt in all the future meetings. What is the theme? We can make introductions out of everything. But second thing that I like, you juggle around with the role plays. Came up with the table topic masters first, then the speakers. In between, when speaker 2 was taking some time to set in, you came up with some debates. Very nicely done. Just one simple suggestion. Bring some power, some energy in your voice. Little up, little down, little up, little down. Slightly, so that you can always help the others also. Always, most of the time it is going flat. Voice modulation from your end will do a lot of good to you, sir. Dedicated and committed Toastmasters. I don't need to tell more on that. With this, I think I should end my general evaluation. Did I cover within time?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Well,
you still have 4 minutes.
Huh?
You still have 4 minutes if you want.
Give a round of applause for me. Chala. I finished in time. Okay. Back to the Toastmaster of the days. Come.
Good. Thank you, Toastmaster Santoshi, for the feedback. I always look forward for the feedback from Toastmaster Santoshi. And when you give feedback, I also would have thought of what feedback I would have given if I were you, and always get some takeaway from your feedback. Very nice. And for the evaluation of Suparnaji's speech, I did not even think of the feedback that you given. Really nice, sir. Thank you so much for the feedback. A round of applause to Toastmaster Santoshi. On the theme that we have for today, my take is be the change you wish to see in the world. This is very powerful quote by
Gandhiji.
Father of Nation, our Mahatma Gandhi ji. Be the change. For example, I talk about plastic is so bad for the universe or nature, it doesn't, not degradable. But what is it I am doing? I only talk. Let the change start from me. Instead of taking single-use plastic whenever I go to buy vegetables or fruits, why not I carry a small cotton bag and use that instead of buying the goods in plastic bag? Let the change start from me. It's easy to give, easy to preach, easy to say things are bad. What is it I am doing? So the takeaway for me is I preach something, but let me also practice. Let me start the thing from my side, then I can tell people to do this.
Practice before you preach.
Yes. And as Toastman Bopaya said, charity starts from home. So it should start from me first. And I can give example, whether I get rewarded, I get recognized, irrespective of that, I should do something which is good for this universe. So with this, I'd like to thank all of you for sharing your thoughts on this. And let's do small change, small things we do for a period of time. If you plant one tree in 1 year, it will be so many plants over a period of time. So do one small act every day that will help the universe. With this, I'd like to call the presiding officer to close the meeting. Toastmaster Sekaj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramdas. As he said, my unsung hero is Nagendra Prasad Sarvadekari. He is the father of Indian football, my great grandfather from my father's side. I will not stretch this matter now. I need to close the meeting. I need to conclude the meeting, adjourn the meeting. Lot of things we'll discuss, other things we'll discuss after adjourning the meeting. So with this note, I'm adjourning the meeting number 211 in Nitk Bhive.